Ladies and gentlemen, it's episode 7 of the PropsBot tutorial. And in this episode, I'm going to tell you about all the advanced data we've added to the app. Yes, if you were around for PropsBot version 1.0, thank you. We appreciate you. We love our OG fam. And PropsBot 2.0, well, it's chock full of data. We went in and added hundreds of data points that you can sort by, but we're not just going to throw data at you. We're not like some of these other guys out there that are just going to throw a ton of statistics at you. And, you can sort and filter by 800,000 things, 90% of them, 90% of which don't matter at all. We've gone through and hand selected, and boy, oh boy, was it tedious and time consuming, but we thought it was important. So we hand selected every single data point that you need to be considering when you're looking at each individual prop market. So for instance, we went not only sport by sport, but market by market through the statistics and only included the ones that actually move the needle enough for you to care. We removed out all the noise for you, all right? We've simplified the betting process and we allow you to cut out all that chatter so you can just focus on what helps you be a more successful and profitable sports bettor. Thank you for allowing me to kind of step up on my soapbox there and chat through our advanced data. Without further ado, let's get right to it, all right? So we're going to go ahead and take a look at, you know what? It's already on the screen. Let's look at batter strikeouts, okay? This is the batter striking out against the pitcher, and we've got all these data points in here, okay? We've got strikeout percentage. We've got contact percentage. We've got whiff percentage. Now, if we're doing our job, all of the green that you're seeing here is a lean to the over. These are all things that favor the over. Anything that's red favors the under there. Nice and simple with these. All right, we've got the player ability. Now, that's individual to this player right here. We've got versus the starting pitcher. Today, he's going up against Bryce Miller. So these data points right here are versus Bryce Miller specifically. And then we've got versus pitcher handedness here. Now, that takes Bryce Miller out of the equation other than he is a righty. And it says, okay, for this player, Cam Smith, when he has faced righties on the season, how has he performed? What's his strikeout percentage against right-handed hitters or right-handed pitchers? Excuse me. So now, if you're new, you might already be overwhelmed, right? Even if you're a seasoned or intermediate sports bettor, you might not know. Maybe you're getting into MLB for the first time and you're like, listen, David, I'm a pro at NFL and NBA even, but I have no idea what you're talking about with MLB. Perfect. We got you. I kept you specifically. Yeah, you right there. I kept you in mind when we built out this app. So you click any one of these and you scroll down right here at the bottom and it's going to tell you what K percentage is. And it's going to give you a little bit, some are a little bit more wordy than others, but it's going to tell you what you're looking for to favor the over or favor the under. So anything sub 18% favors the under. That's lower. Anything in this middle is average. 22.6 is average for the league. And anything high here, in this case, it's a bad strikeout percentage because striking out a lot is bad. Anything above this line favors the over. So you can see we've got a 28.9K percentage here. That's bad. That's high. That favors the over. Very simple, very clean. Green favors over, red favors under. These will adjust for that market by or stat by stat. We've got contact percentage right here, right? And if you read this right here, low equals more strikeouts. So we want to see a low number. It's bad for the batter because a low contact percentage is bad for that batter, but it favors the over here, so it's green. So anything lower than this number favors the over, means his contact percentage is low. He doesn't make contact with the ball a lot. He strikes out a lot. If it was 82% or higher, that means he's getting ball on or bat on ball very frequently, and he's not striking out a lot. He's knocking those balls foul, or he's able to get contact, ground out, line to right field, all the above. So, guys, what I'm saying is, it couldn't be more easy for you guys. Whiff percentage, again, I'm not going to go through each one of these, but whiff percentage, you want to see a higher whiff percentage for this player. Look at that, 31%, higher than what's bad, well above the league average here, all right? And you can do the same for strikeout percentage and all that stuff. Now, if you see some of these and you're like, hey, I don't know, why is it not lighting up green or red? Well, it's either neutral or it's a contextual stat. So for us in this one, Contextual stats are strikeouts per game, 1.14 strikeouts per game, strikeouts versus left-handed pitchers, and strikeouts versus right-handed pitchers. You can see that's 30%. Now, that might be high or it might be low. I believe it's probably on the higher end, but that's a contextual stat. So it's not scored in our little verdict that's up here that says like strong over, strong under, that kind of thing. So just so you guys are aware, like if you're looking at some of these things and you're like, hey, it's gray. Why is it gray? Well, it's either a neutral stat like this one, opponent swinging strikeout percentage, or it's a contextual stat that's not scored into our weighting system, but it's there for you to click into it, take a look at it, see if you think it matters. All right, now we're going to look at another batter statistic, and this one's quite built out, all right? So you can see we've got player ability. Look at all the data we've got in here for you guys. So you data nerds should be absolutely losing your mind with excitement right now. Excitement and glee and joy. Those are the three things I want you to feel right now. Now you've got ops. We've got WOBA. Again, guys, if you don't know what it is, just click into it. It'll let you know what you're looking for, okay? We've got WOBA. We've got weighted runs created plus. That's all for the player specifically. So these are all for Josh Naylor specifically. We've got batting average. We've got on base percentage. We've got slugging percentage, hard hit percentage. I'm not going to read them all, guys, because there's too many to name. Then we've got game context. We've got implied runs. We've got game over under. So you want to, especially for the hits, runs, and RBIs market, you're looking for guys and the teams that are going to actually put up some points. So you've got that team's implied runs right there, 5.1. That's pretty high. You can see it's lighting up green. Then you've got the game over under. They're a favored team in this one. Then you've got, again, like the previous one we were looking at, you've got versus the starting pitcher, and then you've got versus pitcher handedness. And shout out to our dev team. They just went in and made all of this relevant, or only relevant, I should say, to the opposing player he's going up against. So Lance McCullens Jr. is a right-handed pitcher. So this is only going to show you data against the righty. Makes sense to me, right? Now let's take this one step further. We're going to keep on the Josh Naylor player example here. There you go. You've got hit rate. We've kind of touched on this screen. I'm not going to go over this too much right now. We've got batter versus pitcher. This player has gone up against Lance McCullens Jr. before, and that's how he's done. In the one game, he had 2 hits against him, or 2 hits, runs, and RBIs. You've got the odds. We're not going to touch all that. What we do have is some interesting things here. Now, we've got supporting data. You can go in here and look at, how many hits has he had a game. You want to see how many at-bats he had in each game. And as you adjust these numbers, you could see the charts and the hit rates above are going to adjust with it. Okay? So these are moving, and that's going to adjust what you're seeing above there. Now, the other thing you want to take a look at is you've got Josh Naylor versus Junior in this instance. It's abbreviating the end of his name here, but you're going to see a head-to-head here, batter versus pitcher, and you can very easily visualize who we think has the advantage based on a couple of key metrics and key statistics. So you can see all of these right now are leaning towards Naylor in his favor here. You've got slugging percentage. Again, I'm not going to read them all. You guys can go ahead and take a look at that at your leisure. The one other thing we've got right now, more is coming to this page very soon. Little spoiler alert there, but we've got the game environment. All right. So you want to look for guys for home runs or hits, runs, and RBIs, because home runs are good. Deep shots down the field there into the open space are going to be good for, singles, doubles, driving RBIs in, that kind of thing. We've got the opponent. We've got the field that they're playing in, Minute Maid Park. We've got the wind 7 miles an hour blowing out slightly to the right. We've got a little bit of information here. Mild carry boost. We've got the temperature. We've got the ballpark factor information, 1.06 and 1.03. So slight boost to home runs and hits and that kind of thing. So guys, all of the data is right here in the app for you. You never have a need for anything else. You cancel all your other subscriptions, delete all your other bookmarks, because you don't need them. Now, this video is not a sort and filter video. We're going to get there in a minute, but I want to show you guys real quick. Now, we've got all these data points that we're looking at all listed out down here. I mean, you guys can see so many data points are in this app now, versus pitcher handedness, versus the opposing pitcher. All these things are in here. Just a little helpful tip for you guys. I find it so much easier to take a look at the market I want to see, or the markets, and then just sort. So, because once you select your market at the top, it's going to go ahead and narrow down these options. Now you're seeing only, a small percentage of these options, and you're only supposed to see here the ones that are pertinent to that market that you're sorting in. So that's just like a little helpful tip. If you want to go in and start using these data points, that's an easy way. And then you can go in and just start selecting them. Now, I'm not going to go through every single market and every single sport here, but I'm going to show you just like one or two more in each sport here, maybe probably one in each. So for points, let's say you want to look at the points market. These are all the data points that matters. You've got usage, you've got field goal attempts per game, you've got opponent pace, you've got that team pace, you've got how many minutes a game he's playing because he's got to be on the court if he's going to be, if you want him to go over or under these lines. You've got opponent defensive rating, you've got opponent 3-point percentage allowed, you've got the spread in here, you've got the game over under. So that's NBA, guys. You've got so many data points in here. Again, as I said, you don't need to go anywhere else anymore, guys. You've got all the things that matter. I know some people occasionally ask about DVP. Guys, I'm happy to add it in the app at some point if enough people want it. But I got news for you. Ask most of the sharps in the industry and most of the cappers that are the respected guys and girls that are winning and that are profitable long term. They don't use it. They don't like it. It's overblown, especially in a sport like NBA, where guys are just almost positionless nowadays. You know, so many of these guys are out there. You'll have centers, 7-footers that are out at the 3-point line, jacking threes. All right. The NBA is such a positionless sport now more than ever that I think that whatever merit DVP used to have, I think it's almost gone, if not gone already. So again, guys, we don't want to just throw a ton of data at you, right? Anybody can throw a ton of data at you and say, hey, here you go. Spend an hour or two to find 2 or 3 plays. We're going to do that for you in 10 or 15 seconds. And if you want to dive into the data and spend 10 or 15 minutes in the app, you absolutely can do that with the data points we have. And last but certainly not least, we've got the NHL playoffs going on right now. So I'm just going to show you one. Our favorite market is got to be points for NHL. So here's a points market. Here's all the stats we've got in here. I believe we've got the Corsi score. If you go in and look for goals, we've got xPoints per 60. We've got opponent save percentage. We've got opponent penalty kill percentage, opponents goals allowed per game. All of these data points, as with all of the other sports that we've got in here, are right here in the app, and you can go ahead and use all of these. You can sort and filter by them, and this is just another reason why PropsBot.AI is the best app out there. Thanks for watching.